Joe. Minneapolis, Minnesota, our setting as we take a look at this striking view of the landmark 3rd Avenue Bridge. Home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Spurs would love to finish off this road trip on a good note. They're among the league's powerhouse teams, presently in 2nd place in the West.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, they've had a dream season, and I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
It really is amazing how far they've come in the course of one season, from afterthought to title contenders.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Simmons in at the small forward. Wiggins, and the shot is good.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket. Well, guys, in the NBA, you learn things by doing them in game-time action. And Andrew Wiggins had plenty of time to learn on the job. He was 2nd in the league in minutes played last season, only behind James Harden.
And Neal kicks to Wiggins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Side Gasol. Parker up top. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And looking over the numbers again, Greg, Wiggins logged a ton of minutes as a rookie. Over 36 minutes a game, Clark. That led all rookies in the NBA.
And how about leading everybody in the league in minutes played after the All-Star break, Kevin? Almost 40 minutes a game is what he averaged after the All-Star break.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Pacers in Indiana.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
And it's Green missing.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Parker. And there's the pass to Dunn. There's a screen to the inside. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Towns has got his first bucket in this one.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Aldridge a screen. Parker passes to Green. Parker outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Parker's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Gasol with the steal. Here's the break. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Aldridge. And it's 6 points for Parker. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Dunn passes to Wiggins. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Ripped away. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Aldridge dishes to Simmons. Back to Aldridge. And he goes in for the dunk.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
Well, I sure hope not.
Here's Dunn. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks again, Doris.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. Now here's Ginobili. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Here's Neal. Here's Dunn. No good. Good D by Parker.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Outside Gasol. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Gasol. Towns with the steal. Garnett outside. Here's Neal. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. San Antonio trailing here. He lobs it up. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
That was almost a highlight reel play, but they couldn't quite sync up.
The feed to Towns. Pass to Wiggins. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. Gasol with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Parker. That's tipped. Wiggins kicks to Garnett. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Gary Neal. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn. Spurs trail by 4. Mills with it. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Now, here's Rubio. Noah the screen, and it's Rubio penetrating. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Shots good by Mills.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super sub.
Now here's Jang. He gives the Team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
There's the pick. Lee against Jang. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. You're talking about David Lee, the two-time All-Star. Pretty much a starter most of his career, though. A big change, Clark, as he came off the bench this past season after he was injured in the preseason.
Yeah, you know, you think about his game, though, Kevin. Highly skilled, mobile, smart. Gives you energy and scoring. I think he's ideal coming off the bench.
Rubio misses. Spurs trail by 3. Kicks to Mills. Shoots the 3, and that is good. Mills has got 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And it's Rubio penetrating to the middle. Here's Noah.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Ginobili. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first foul. Gary Neal's checked in for Kevin Garnett. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. The dish now to Neal. Pass to Wiggins. Feeds to Rubio. Noah with a screen for Rubio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He with the block. And here's the break. Here's Ginobili. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big time play.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Chang a screen. There's Neal with the 3. Count the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
Now here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Ginobili. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
And Rubio kicks to Neal. On the wing, Wiggins. He dishes it to Neal. Shoots from 12. Takes the 13-footer. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Up top, Rubio. Noah the screen. There's the pass to Wiggins. And it's Rubio penetrating. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. Now Mills. Lee outside. Here's Dedmon, and the layup falls. Dedmon's got his first 2 points of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And before the game started, Noah talked about the intensity of this.
I feel like we're the hungriest team in the NBA.
You know, I think Joakim can certainly make a case, Clark, for Chicago being that famished five, especially with Rose back on the court.
There's no doubting that, Kevin. I mean, even the addition of Gasol with his 2 rings, the way he left things in L.A., that left him with an appetite that has him still hustling.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
Andrew Wiggins is out there with Jang. Then there's Towns. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Dunn in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Here's Towns. Misses from close range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And Green gets it to go.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
The Timberwolves trail. And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the 3rd fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
Gasol inside. Jang defending. It's Gasol missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Towns with the steal. Here's Dunn. Drops in the breakaway layup. Dunn's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given side.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout, defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Aldridge a screen. It's Parker with the drive. Use that pick to get in close. And it's 6 points for Aldridge.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Passes to Towns. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Parker passes to Aldridge. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Towns. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Rubio against Green. 4 on the clock. Here's Dunn. And the shot no good, a bit short. Spurs trail by 4.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful. Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Hill, a screen on Green. And Rubio kicks to Towns. That's good. Towns has got 9 points.
And guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebounds.
That's a 2 from Parker. Another one falls for San Antonio.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. He feeds it to Towns. They set the screen. Rubio with a wide open look. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Towns. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Here's Aldridge, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Looking at the Timberwolves, let's see where they rank in the NBA statistics right now. 3rd in opponent points per game, 5th in field goal percentage. And they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And you talk about their ranking in terms of opponents' points per game. They really stifle teams. I mean, they eliminate the easy runouts in transition, and they force you to play 5-on-5 and take difficult shots.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Towns. Garnett comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and Gary Neal subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Hill passes to Dunn. He kicks it to Neal. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. They set the screen. Back to Garnett, outside Hill. Tries yet again. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Spurs making a change here. Lee's checked in. 5 to shoot. Garnett dishes to Neal. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Spurs trail by 3. Now the feed to Simmons. That falls. Nice feed that time from Manu Ginobili. Simmons got 7.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Here's Dunn, covered by Mills. And Neal kicks it to Noah. Pass to Neal. Noah dishes to Garnett. Feeds it to Neal. Throws it from outside. Neal's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, it's no doubt. Here's Dedmon. And it's sent back by Hill. They get it back. Here's Lee. And the shot is good. He has 5.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Dunn, covered by Mills. And there's the foul. On the shot, he'll go to the line for 2. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. Well, you look at Dunn, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
And doing a great job of finding his teammates, just making some highlight reel passes these past few weeks.
Yeah, he's been making every kind of pass you can imagine. Spectacular, simple, plain, in the half-court set, in transition. Kids dropping dimes at a high rate in every way possible.
Kicks it to Dedmon. It's tipped. Here's Dunn. He's got 15. And there's the call on Ginobili. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. And San Antonio also making a switch. Berton is checked in. To the paint. And finished off by Noah.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Mills passes to Lee. And Mills kicks to Lee. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because... Whoa! Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Here's Dang. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Spurs trail by 5. 1:16 left here in the second. Here's Lee. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Lee's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Dunn, covered by Mills. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
What a game we've seen here for the General. 15 points and the contribution from the line for him. He's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Picked by Lee. And here's Mills. He's got 5. The dish to Ginobili. From outside, off the mark.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Dunn, covered by Mills. And that one's good. 19 points for the General.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Ginobili with the ball. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And a pretty tight...
Well, I'm here with...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
On the court for San Antonio, Ebel, Parker, and Green in the backcourt. Pau Gasol is out there with Lamont in at the small forward position. And he gets 8 points for Andrew Wiggins. Spurs trail by 5.
Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career.
Here's Dunn, covered by Parker. Now here's Wiggins. He's got 8. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Here's Simmons. Parker outside. Pass to Aldridge. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Lock at 6. Aldridge a screen. And here's Green outside. No good. And Minnesota will come the other way.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Wiggins left side. The pass to Dunn. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Parker kicks to Gasol. But they'll get another chance. They kick it out to Green. San Antonio again missing. Timberwolves leading by 5. Down low. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Rubio. Garnett's got 5 points so far.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
Rubio against Parker. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Green with the block. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Number 1, the Spurs.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast breaking style, and they are all in.
Spurs trail by 5. Parker kicks to Gasol. Right block shot, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Garnett. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season. Seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hill's checked in. Dishes it to Neal. Hill a screen on Green. Neal passes to Rubio. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And here's Green outside. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Passes it to Neal. Parker with the steal. Only 1 man back on D.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here's Neal, guarded by Green. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Parker. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Aldridge. He dishes it to Gasol. Back to Aldridge. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Hill. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Simmons dishes to Green. And it's off from 3-point range.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Wiggins drives in. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Chang, he's checked in for Towns. Now Mills. He has 5. Outside Aldridge. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Timberwolves leading by 4. The feed to Neal. In the corner, it's Wiggins. To the paint, here's Hill. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Hill's got 6. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Outside Aldridge. Outside Green. Aldridge a screen. Dedmon kicks to Aldridge. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Here's Wiggins. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Wiggins has got 9 points now in just the second half. Spurs trail by 6. Ginobili outside. Lets it go from deep. Minnesota with the rebound.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Rejected by Ginobili. Now here's Mills, covered by Wiggins. It's deflected. Neal pulls it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pick up by Hill. Inside. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. That shot's good. Good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists tonight. Timberwolves leading by 4. And here's Rubio. He's got 9. Here's Hill. Good. Hill's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's Mills, covered by Rubio. Aldridge with a screen on Rubio. Mills, the pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Mills has got 9. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Minnesota calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Joakim Noah's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dunn comes in for Gary Neal. Lee's checked in for San Antonio. Bertanis comes in for Daniel Green. Shot clock at 5. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Here's Wiggins, but he stays with it. There's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Spurs trail by 4. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Ginobili. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Dunn. 23 points in the game. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Good on both. The 3 from Mills. No good.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was...
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Here is Parker. Noah is out there with Towns. And there's the general. And it's Garnett. And it's Rubio in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Parker. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Dunn. He feeds it to Towns. From 13. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Ginobili. Down low. Here's Parker. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 4 assists in the game. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Dunn. Tries from 10. Good D by Lee.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. One thing about David Lee is a proven scorer and rebounder. Clark health, though, has been a concern.
It has been very durable early in his career, Kevin, but of late we've seen hamstring issues, back issues, and torn hip flexors, and that's taken a toll on him for sure.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Wiggins comes in for Joakim Noah. And Gary Neal subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Simmons is checked in.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Gasol.
And guys, for David Lee, when healthy, he can absolutely fill it up. I mean, he's a terrific offensive player, can score over both shoulders, a really solid passer, and of course, a volume rebounder. He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Ginobili the pass to Lee. Puts up the baby hook. Ginobili outside. Lee sets a screen for Ginobili. Out to Parker for 3. That is good. Parker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
And David Lee reworking to improve his mid-range jumper going into last season. When he's hitting that shot, guys, he's almost impossible to defend.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Pass to Neal. To the middle. Here's Dunn. San Antonio with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Back to Parker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. And continuing our talk of Tony Parker, the first year he laced up his sneakers, he increased the tempo for that entire Spurs offense, and it continues to this day.
Yeah, and the increase in floor spacing and tempo, a big reason the Admiral, Tim Duncan, and Parker won the championship together in 2003, and obviously Duncan and Parker have won a few more rings since then.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Out to the right wing. There's Neal with the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Parker kicks to Gasol. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is. Always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And Kevin, that's such a good point. You know, it doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
And Parker with the block. Over in the corner, Green. He kicks to Gasol. Aldridge dishes to Simmons. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. And the Spurs lead by 3. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for San Antonio.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Aldridge a screen. Green, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's foul number 2 for him. Timberwolves trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Parker with no one around. Off target from outside.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Offensive rebound. And Towns gets it to go.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
San Antonio calls timeout. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Wiggins drives in. Top of the key, Garnett. There's a screen. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Garnett. And that's now 19 points for Andrew Wiggins. Aldridge with it, now guarded by Towns. And that one's good. Parker. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
You know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
And the basket good. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Dunn, covered by Parker. Here's Towns. Here's Dunn. The stupendous finish in traffic. Dunn's got 27. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
Here's Dunn, covered by Parker. And Parker comes with the help. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 3 on the clock. Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by Tony Parker.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 3. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
For San Antonio, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Feeds it to Green. Up off the screen, and the rejection by Jang. Here's Dunn. Wiggins passes to Dunn. Kicks to Towns. 1:24 left to play here in the fourth. Some solid defense from Gasol. The 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 8th assist in the game. Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 6. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. .15 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dunn. Towns with it. Six to shoot. To end the run. Rejected by Gasol. To the wing right side. And Simmons kicks to Gasol. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. Pass to Dunn. 11 feet away. They get it back. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're losing by 10. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. His shot is off. And here's Mills from the arc. Dedmon dishes to Ginobili. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now
Well, Tony, congratulations on the victory tonight. You made a lot of things happen out here on the court to get everyone involved.
It's the whole team. It's not just me. The whole team did great. We played great defense. And in offense, we moved the ball, took good shots. We were shooting the ball well.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Parker. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille